Hello, back to the one. My name is Beast. Today we're back with Kakenuke Seishun back. Let's get into it. Without much further ado.
めんぼくない。
I'm gonna give up on the video.
動画を作るっていうのはいいアイディアだと思うんだけど、この出来じゃ宣伝にはなりませんよね。
Do you have any ideas? Otherwise, I mean, try to shift the subject.
動画がいいということでしたら、バーチャル YouTuber をやっている知り合いがいるので頼んでみましょうか。え、マジっすか？どうして今まで黙ってたのよ。聞かれてませんので。もう、まあいいわ。私たちからオーダーすることってできる？はい、意見をまとめてもらえば大丈夫だと思います。ちなみに、そのお知り合いって誰なんすか？昨日皆さんが見ていた動画の方です。昨日見てたって、しおりんすか？はい、そうです。
It made sense why she was so knowledgeable on the subject.
それを早く言ってほしかったっす。ですから、聞かれてませんので。
Well, it's probably the ideal time to tell us, though.
はあ。
That didn't seem to fully make sense to her.
結果的には教えてもらえて嬉しいっす。だから昨日はしおりんに反応してたんすね。そうですね。案を出すだけならなんとかなりそうです。動画に出ないって考えると緊張感が一気になくなっちゃいますね。動画企画はまた別の機会にやりましょう。撮影は諦めないのね。もちろん文化祭で映画とか作りたいじゃない。
Sounded like we would have our hands full over summer break, was it? After summer break was over.
それじゃあ早速動画の意見をまとめましょう。駆け抜け青春スパーキング。
Things have finally come down. Saturday afternoons were always hectic. Worse yet was the first weekend of summer break. Took the day off from club due to work. Though I had to take a few shifts recently, I couldn't exactly turn down a direct request from my manager after everything they've done for me. Almost 4 o'clock, huh? We finished the last call for lunch and tidied up the tables. And Ed will be dinner time in a few hours. I'm exhausted.
珍しいね。遠野くんが弱音吐くなんて。
Nah, it isn't like that. I'm just not used to working well since I'm not taking daily shifts anymore.
遠野くんも人間なんだね。
What's that supposed to mean?
バイトの鉄人だと思ってたから。
I never left any gaps in the schedule, though.
この時期はいつも忙しいからね。
They're gonna take on more part-timers?
募集はしてるんだけど、週に1日しか入れないとか、3時間だけとか、提示してくる条件が厳しくって、さすがに採用はできないかな。
They don't sound like they'd make for valuable assets. We'd had instances in the past where people would show up for a few shifts and then quit. For that matter, it would take around 2 weeks of 5 shifts per week to learn the job properly in the first place. Getting used to that aspect was important after all.
遠野くんに見てもらってた新人バイトが戦力になってきたからね。しばらくは現状のメンバーで頑張ろう。
So I tried to take on more shifts.
お店は大丈夫だよ。だから遠野くんはもっと青春を謳歌していいんだよ。
You know, very nice of the manager to prioritize main character's private life over his 30%. With that manager, I headed back to the staff room. Man, though, something about today doesn't sit right with me. Guess this will Guess this will about do it. I left work, then ate dinner. After a bath, I focused on studying. Alright, today should have been a perfectly normal day. Wasn't enough. My absence from today's club meeting was likely the reason. They're getting me addicted, aren't they? To say what I said after I took off my headset, again, not the crack cocaine. An addiction to youth. I guess the addiction to
Kakenuke Seishun, Sparking.
is a synonym for addiction to crack in some parts of the world.
動画が完成したそうです。
Terrible. I will still say that very bad idea to make Shiori-Route make a video on this, because it essentially broadcasts to the world, hey, I live in this city. Broadcasting in which country you live, completely fine. There is no problem with that. Hell, they probably just assume you live in Japan anyways, based on the fact that the VTuber is Japanese. The city is something completely fucking different. Like, the moment they know about the city, they can pinpoint. And then the creepy people will show up. Yeah, this doesn't do it either. I don't know what's going on. Something's just annoying me today. I desperately need to call in for the barber. Anyways, that being Sunday, we were at the club room. According to Ibiki, youth doesn't take a day off.
早いわね。スピード勝負の業界なので、どのようなものか見れるのでしょうか。データを持ってきました。
We all gathered around the computer.
では、再生します。
You usually operate the computer in a familiar fashion and play the video.
にゃっほー、野良猫のみんな、バーチャル YouTuber のしおりんだよ。
I really am just about to go dunk my fucking glasses in water or something. Maybe that'll fucking help. Anyways.
せっかくの夏休み、夏バテなんてしてないよね。バテてるやつは今すぐ動画を閉じて寝ろ。さーて、今日はいつもの占いはちょっとお休み。しおりん初挑戦のちょっと違った感じの動画をお届けしちゃいます。突然だけど、野良猫のみんなはお祭りって行ったことある？カップルが多くて陰キャな野良猫ちゃんには行きづらい場所だよね。でもさ、夏祭りの楽しみ方っていろいろあると思うの。屋台で買い食い、たこ焼きとか焼きそばとか、それからかき氷なんかもいいよね。それ 外で食べると美味しさ3割増し。業務用スーパーで買ってきたお得用の材料でもなぜか美味しい夏祭りマジック。それから花火なんかもテンション上がるよね。夏の夜空に咲く大輪の花、いいよね。友達同士でワイワイ楽しく過ごしてみるのもいいんじゃないかな。でもさ、最近は夏祭りに来る若い人が減っちゃってるんだって。特に小さな商店街主催の夏祭りとか絶滅の危機レベルでやばいらしいんだよね。というわけで今日はいわゆる宣伝動画ってやつ。ついにしおりんにもこういう依頼が来るようになりました。依頼をもらったのは風見市にお住まいの野良猫ちゃんから。
I was about to wait for the end of the video and be like, okay, good thing that she hasn't mentioned her cities. She's just like casually trying to bring up the idea of, you know, like looking if there's a festival and just going there. But no, then she fucking mentioned Kazame City.
地元のお祭りがやべえからしおりん助けてって。で、風見市ってどんなところかしおりん調べました。海と山に面した静かな土地で歴史的な建物も多い、いわゆる田舎だね。田舎なんてダッセーと思っているそこの野良猫ちゃん、それは大きな間違いだからね。田舎にだっていいところはたくさんある。空気が美味しい、ご飯が美味しい。まあそれは置いといて、風見市のお祭りは花火もあるんだって。これは思い出作っちゃうチャンスでしょ。さっきはお休みって言っちゃったけど、ちょっとだけ占いしちゃってもいいかな。カードでささっと占っちゃうからね。ふむふむ。ほうほう、なるほど。 B 型の野良猫ちゃん、異性との急接近チャンスが到来しちゃうかも。これはもうお祭りに行っちゃうしかないっしょ。オス猫ちゃんは根性を出して気になるメス猫ちゃんを誘ってみるといいかもしれないね。片思いしてるメス猫ちゃんもいい機会だよ。積極的にアピールしてこ。夏休みってさ、誰でも浮かれちゃうものでしょ。そんな気持ちが後押しして告白が意外とうまくいっちゃったりするんだって。まあ失敗してもいつかいい思い出に変わるから、後悔するくらいなら当たって砕けろ。しおりんは野良猫ちゃんたちを応援するよ。社会に出てる野良猫ちゃんはお仕事を頑張って、目指せ定時退社、そして夏祭りにゴー。しおりんもちょっと覗きに行ってみようかなって。もしお祭り会場であったら絵付けしてね。それじゃあ今日はこの辺でおしまい。またねー、バイニャーン。という感じです。私はこういうの詳しくないから、実際どうなのこれ。
But look, our fans want it.
私は面白いと思ったけど、なかなか斬新なアピールだとは思います。しおりんかわいいっす。私この前ひじりさんが言ってたこと、ちょっと分かっちゃったかも。ゾクゾクしちゃったんすか。メス猫ちゃんってなんか新鮮で。
For real, little sister? Spam me from having you go down that path.
直すところはあるでしょうか。そうね、お祭りのメインが何かっていうところをしっかりアピールしてもらいたいわ。
No, don't stop. The change you should make is to bleep out the name of the city. Like, that's the main issue. You don't want to actually put out a fucking city notice, because people are gonna fucking look into it to check if she's from there, and then the stalkers come in.
うん、風見市のことももう少し踏み込んで紹介してもいいかも。こちらから資料をお渡しすべきでしょうか。そうですね、その方がしおりんさんもやりやすいでしょうし、現場の人の意見も聞いておいた方がいいかしら。
Yeah, what if it's the shopping district?
そうね、一番の見どころは花火じゃない？今年はちょっと豪華にやるんだって張り切ってたのよ。お祭り自体神社の伝承にちなんだものらしいけど、 私じゃちょっとわからないね。
We spoke with several people downtown, and they were happy to lend us a hand with what we were trying to do.
わかりました。ありがとうございます。
Still, we went to the butcher's, the appliance store, and then to the greengrocer's. Despite going around three different separate places, none of them had any special information.
まだまだこれからよ。いい宣伝動画を作ってもらうためだもの。私たちももっと頑張らなくっちゃ。次はどこに行きましょう？ナギ、どこがいいと思う？確か喫茶店の店長も夏祭りの実行委員だったはずよ。
Alright, well, we go to the coffee shop next. We all moved out in droves. Now that I thought about it, there was no reason for us all to go, but good chalk it up to a club outing. What are you looking at, Kashima?
なんでもありませんよ。
To be looking for you know what?
ドキ。
Are you still collecting Kiranyan?
いいじゃないですか。私のささやかな趣味なんです。
I'm not saying anything was wrong with that.
恥ずかしいので、他の人には内緒ですよ。
I know that. Felt someone's eyes on me and turned around to find... Hideki was staring at me intently. What is it?
見てませんよ。
You were clearly looking at me.
見てませんから。
Talk about stubborn.
先ほどの聞こえてましたか？先ほどのとは？いえいえ、聞こえてないならいいんです。遠野先輩が鹿島先輩の何らかの弱みを握っているとしか理解できませんでした。
Don't make me sound like a bad guy.
違うんですか？違わないです。
Hey, come on!
ごめんなさい、冗談です。冗談なんですか？遠野くんは誰かを脅すような人ではないと思います。柊さんもそう思うでしょ？
I wish you would agree with that.
I'll be right back.
Alright, let's see if that fucking does it.
はあ。ゆう！鹿島さんとしおりも何やってんの？置いてくわよ。
We get it already.
行きましょうか。はい、そうしましょう。
We finished gathering intel, then returned to a club room to put together what we wanted revised in the video. Is everyone okay with this?
いいんじゃないかしら。しおり、どう思う？問題ないと思います。オッケー。それじゃあこれでお願いしましょう。どんな動画になるんでしょうね。完成が楽しみです。修正するのどれくらいかかるのかしら。今晩には仕上がると思います。すごいです。早いですね。じゃあそのままアップしてもらいましょう。楽しみで待ちきれないっす。
There it was again. Though she was smiling, something about Hiragi's behavior felt off. Hey, Hiragi?
何ですか？
Tell Shiurin thanks. Oh, what's this at?
これだよ。再生してみて。
I received word that Shiurin had uploaded the video, so Ritsu and I looked up the video in the living room. Oh, Kira is probably playing Vermintide with Colonel right now. Tap the play button when we watched the phone together. Yep, Colonel also started Vermintide. Actually, Yuri's also in there.
Yahoo! 野良猫のみんな、バーチャル YouTuber のしおりんだよ。せっかくの夏休み、夏バテなんてしてないよね。バテてるやつは今すぐさーて。今日はしおりん初挑戦のちょっと違った感じの動画をお届けしちゃいます。
Maybe take from the start, huh?
そうみたいだね。
Was it alright to ever redo this? The video continued regardless.
8月1日に開かれる風見市の夏祭り。 なんでも神社の伝承に紐づいた由緒正しいお祭りなんだって。田舎はこういう伝承があるからいいよね。中二心がくすぐられちゃうでしょ。そうそう、伝承って言えばもう一つ、風見市のお祭りは花火もあるんだけどね。これがまたロマンチックな言い伝えがあるんだ。花火が上がってる間にね、好きな人と手をつないで心の中で思いを3回繰り返してみて。そうするとね、その相手が告白してくれるんだって。女子としてはそういうのに憧れるんだよね。お祭りにはチャンスがいっぱい。
Did we mention anything like that?
私も初耳だよ。
Well, everyone loves topics like this anyway.
しおりんもちょっと覗きに行ってみようかなって。もしお祭り会場であったら手付けしてね。それじゃあ今日はこの辺でおしまい。まったねー。バイニャー。
Hold on.
やっぱり可愛いね。お兄ちゃんはどう？
I do think she's cute, but
ハマっちゃうほどじゃないんだ。
hooked isn't the right word. I think I respect her more than anything else.
尊敬？
She's clearly not phoning descent. It's amazing that she's putting in so much effort. Has some degree of experience with hardships of the real world after all. Anyone would consider the costs of compensation involved.
お兄ちゃん見て見て。動画の書き込みすごいたくさん。
Only a few minutes had passed since the video had gone live, and yet there were only dozens of posts.
この人休みだから遠征してみますだって。
Are we gonna come?
それはわかんないけど。でもさ、この書き込みを見て自分も行ってみようって考える人もいるんじゃない？
That is true.
ほら SNS でもちょっと盛り上がってる。
Seriously.
しおりんかわいいっていう人がほとんどだけどね。お祭りに行ってみようかなって書いてる人何人かいるよ。
Wow, the internet is vast. Maybe I could ask Iragi about it during more tomorrow's club meeting. Seem to know a lot about these things.
駆け抜け青春スパーキング。昨日の動画見た？私は見たわ。結構盛り上がってたみたいね。私はあまり詳しくないのでよくわかりませんが、どのくらいの規模で盛り上がったんでしょうか。普段の動画に比べればやや伸びたかなって感じっすね。タイトルの付け方が良かったんだと思うっす。
I bet that's part of it. I believe she titled Shurin's first time. Definitely a title that fanned your expectations.
でもプラス効果だけじゃなかったみたいっす。期待を煽るタイトルだった分、反発する視聴者もいたらしくて。
There's no avoiding that. People will criticize anything and everything you do. It's impossible to please everyone.
そうそう、言うの言う通りだわ。言いたいやつには好きに言わせておけばいいのよ。私たちは私たちのやりたいことをやりましょう。おひなたさんらしいですね。
As long as people don't get too mad at us and come knocking on our door.
怒られたことなんてないじゃない。
She hadn't learned from our screw-ups at the active whatsoever. And it was dangerous to let Ibiki act freely.
しおり、ありがとう。すっごくいい感じだったって伝えておいてくれる？わかりました。
俺ちょっと思ったんだけどさ、昨日の動画ってさ、続きものにできたりしないのか？
どういうことでしょうか。
Shinji, Hiragi isn't scary. We're the only guys here. Get a grip already, man.
神楽坂先輩、詳しくお願いします。
あのな、ほら、夏祭りの屋台とか花火のこと話してただろ？実際に行ってもらってアフターレポートしたらもっと盛り上がるのかなって思ったんだけど。
なるほど。ネットとリアルを融合させるわけですね。
そんな大げさなことまでは考えてなかったけど、そういうことだ。
へえ、いいアイデアじゃない。
Bad idea! Bad idea! Bad idea! Like say, like before you could at least argue it away, like, oh, like someone she knows is from the city and that's what's going on and that's why she talks about the festival. Talking about what she experienced at the festival is literally just telling people, hey, I live close to there because I was able to go to the festival. Alright. Did I catch that? Don't think so, actually.
Kagura Zaka senpai, それ最高っす。
そうか？
しおりんのチャンネルが盛り上がるじゃないっすか。つまりしおらが増えるってことっす。
夏祭り自体とコラボできれば一番いいんだろうけど、それは難しいだろ？
さすがに間に合わないんじゃないかしら。夏祭りまであと4日しかないしね。何をするかってところから考えなきゃいけませんから。そうっすね。残念っす。それにしおりんさんの都合もありますし。そうですね。
Her reaction to when she was listening intently on a conversation, she absolutely piqued my interest. Would you mind talking to her about this, Hiragi? That this was something we had in mind, regardless of whether or not she'll actually do it.
わかりました。伝えておきます。私たちの夏祭りの準備はどうしましょう。集合場所とか。
ちょっと待て。全員で行くのは決まりなのか？
当たり前じゃない。
人混み、満足に身動きの取れない場所、テンション高い女子に囲まれる。4日後に腹痛になる薬をくれ。
There's no way medicine that convenient exists.
私たちにとって夏休み最初の大きなイベントなのよ。このチャンスを逃したら一生後悔するわ。だから絶対に全員で参加しましょう。
Now you have it, Junji. It's time to accept your fate.
せめて俺とずっと一緒にいてくれ。
Junji, you mustn't run away. All of us youth collective members here were riled up for the summer festival. Headed over the black sheep of our little group. You'll come with us, right, Hiragi?
はい。遠野先輩がそう言うなら。
Like, I'm still intrigued by the manager saying they
遠野
need
先輩。
fucking part-timers because either A, Shiori is gonna become the part-timer somehow. Or B, it's gonna be set up for the other routes. Because like maybe in one other route they do need a part-time job and someone takes it on. And to try and keep it consistent, they have like one scene where they talk about them needing the part-timer in every route. So the inconsistency is gone. And if that's something they did, then good on them. Keeping events that are outside the main character's control consistent. What is it, my underclassmen?
どうして私はまた遠野先輩と一緒に帰っているのでしょうか。
Because you're the only one that got left behind. The girl got so hyped from prepping for the festival that she dragged all the other girls off with her.
遠野先輩は一緒に行かないんですか？
I have work.
はあ。
Got meetings in the afternoon cut into what few hours I could put in at work, so I was taking shorter shifts at night. Why didn't you go?
必要だと感じませんでしたので。
You weren't invited, weren't you?
はい。 一応
It would be good for you to join him with stuff like this.
遠野先輩がそう言うなら次からはそうします。
What do you think about it personally?
Eh?
You want to go or don't you?
あ
You should learn to speak your mind more often.
そうですか。
You expected I got a vague response. Bring up some he try to bring up something he had expressed an interest in. Something they wanted to talk to her about anyways. As far as the video goes, thanks for that.
お礼を言われるようなことでは。
Without you, the video would have made it, right? Would have been made, right? Hold on, I have an idea. But doing it like this and just putting this downwards. Maybe this will help. I guess it does feel a bit odd, but at the same time, does it feel better? Tiniest bit. Nah, hold on. Nah, it does not work. Unless I try to do something. No. This. This is better. I don't know why, it's just like, it feels like my skin behind my ears just sore. It's very unpleasant. Now, now the video would have been made, right? Deserve to be praised for it too?
やめてください。そんな。
She was blushing. It'd probably be best if I stopped teasing her. I have to ask, what's the connection between you and Shiori? Were you always close or something?
そんなところです。
That bugged me. She turned that video around so fast. Man, virtual YouTubers sure are incredible.
あれくらいは普通じゃないですか？
They do say speed is vital. But you know, don't people tend to make mistakes when they emphasize speed? I spotted an editing error in yesterday's video.
Eh?
Was a little past the 2-minute mark where it briefly changes scenes. It was only for an instant, but an out-of-character unedited voice made it in.
そんなミスがないかあんなに確認したのに。
Hideki was panicked. I never managed to fall for it this easily. Sorry, I lied. You always got so serious when it came to Shiorin. I couldn't help but wonder what the connection between you two what the connection was between you two, so I lied. Hideki, do you work with Shiorin?
それはその
Are you actually her or something?
聞く。
Wow, she was really easy to read. It was you? Was Shiorin a play on your full name, Hideki Shiori? There is no play here! She just took her first name and slapped it in at the end!
遠野先輩、他の人には内緒にしておいてもらえませんか？
Can I ask why?
それは
Oh man, it's fine with me.
いいんですか？
You can tell people yourself if you like it.
うん、
Don't worry, I'm not gonna tell anyone.
はい。
Well, then I'd better thank you a second time. Thanks for everything, Hiragi.
そんな、私は。
Regardless, we got to laugh and have a good time because of you. Isn't that enough? She was bewildered. Hiragi looked positively dumbfounded from being praised. He lives at home. Still sweltering out even with the sun going down. We'll probably get heat stroke if we stand out here for too long.
はい。
Late in the evening, I killed some time after I got off work. I was watching Shiorin's video again. Hiragi made this, huh? Doubt any of the youth collective members would believe me if I told them. Personalities are way too different. Their tone of voice, their speech patterns. Well, it wasn't entirely out of the question. They didn't seem like the same person. They could easily be. Like, some people are very different online to private. Like, especially because, like, online, people with social anxiety and just generally shy people can be far more outgoing because of the anonymity. So for all you know, the moment you get close to Shiori, she suddenly starts acting like that because she's comfortable around you. That wasn't it. It is who Hiragi really is. Not a chance, huh? Hiragi looked like she was having fun in the video. With a different side to her, one she didn't show when she was at the youth collective. It had to mean...
Kakenuke Seishun, Sparking.
Gao.
それで、今日は何するんすか？私から提案してもいいでしょうか？
Sure.
皆さんで一緒にお話をしませんか？ただ話すだけっすか？はい、そうです。いつも通りのことじゃない。特別な感じはしないわね。ええ、ですから、お出かけしましょう。気軽に入れて、少し騒がしくても大丈夫なお店があれば、そこがいいですね。なるほど。確かにそれも青春の一コマって感じがしていいっすね。はい、そうです。クラスの子がそういったことを放課後にやっていると聞いたことがありまして。そう聞くと特別感あるわね。となると場所だけど。
Suddenly had a bad feeling about the look in Kaido's eyes.
ドーナのバイト先いいんじゃない？
I knew you were going to say that.
いいと思います。カイドウ先輩の案に賛成。
Somehow, instead of being the usual passive, like, if you say so, Shiori's just gonna be so on board with, like, because, like, he found out I'm a VTuber, I get to see how he acts around work and colleagues. You know, wait, absolutely not. It's going to cause me problems at work. Maybe we're mid-conversation. One of our more wary members sat idly by and silently observed.
多数決を取りましょう。ユウのバイト先がいいと思う人。はーい。
I was left speechless by such an overwhelming majority. Even Shinji had raised his hand.
決まりね。柊さんは東野先輩のバイト先反対なんすか？え？手あげてなかったもんね。いえ、反対というわけではないです。考え事をしていてぼーっとしてました。大丈夫？体調悪いとかじゃない？大丈夫です。ならいいけど。それじゃあ今日はみんなで出かけよっか。ファミレスで思う存分青春語るっす。
How long are you planning to hang around?
話のネタが尽きたら帰るから大丈夫よ。
So never. And when do you plan to run out?
今日中には終わるでしょう。多分。
That's more than 12 hours away!
それじゃあ早速出発っす。
Hiragi, let's go.
はい。
It'll be fine. Not gonna talk anyway, so there's no need to freak out about it. I'll be left behind again.
わかりました。いらっしゃいませ。何名様で。
Good work today.
あれ？どうもチーフじゃないですか。今日はお休みじゃありませんでしたっけ？
I'm here as a customer, not as an employee.
失礼しました。
There's 8 of us. Is there a table currently free?
当のチーフがハーレム作ってる？
Like hell I am! We've got another guy in our group!
超可愛い子ばっかりじゃないですか。男の子も超イケメンだし。もしかしてこの中に当のチーフの狙ってる子が。
That's enough. Take us our seats already. 10 seconds had passed and already was turning into a huge headache.
ああ、すみません。こちらにどうぞ。でね、そのナンパ男たちがほんとしつこくって。
When I came back from the bathroom, Hibiki was giving a passionate speech. Was someone trying to pick you up?
そうよ。商店街で声かけられたの。もちろん格の違いってやつを見せつけてやったわ。
You didn't get hurt, right?
大丈夫よ。だって声かけてきたの小学生だもん。
What?
駄菓子屋さんで一緒に遊ばないかって言われたのよ。
Are you really able to call that picking you up?
遊びに誘われたんだから立派なナンパじゃない。で、私が軽くひねってやったわけ。ひねったって何をしたの？飛行機の飛距離勝負よ。
Talking about the styrofoam plans, right?
そうそう、ゴムが動力のやつよ。
ユウとよく勝負してたやつだな。
あれを誰が一番遠くまで飛ばせるか勝負してたの。当然私が勝ったんだけど、何回も挑んでくるのよ。しつこいったらなかったわ。
それって結局響が小さい男の子と楽しく遊んだって話よね。
Yeah.
ナンパって聞いたからびっくりしちゃった。生意気な子もいたけど、最後は全員屈服させてやったわ。あの子たち、私のこと、響様って呼ぶのよ。ちょっと気持ちよかったわね、あ
Set
れ。
them free right away. Yeah, it definitely sounded like she was trying to corrupt those kids.
小日向先輩は面倒見いいっすね。ホボさんに向いてるんじゃないですか？
No.
はあ？
Oh yeah, I bet you'd be great at that. No!
子供のおもりをするなんてごめんだわ。
Maybe it's something you could consider in the future.
何言ってんのよ。今は将来なんて考えちゃダメ。
どうして？
いい？ナギ。私たちは青春部なの。先のことは考えずに今を全力で楽しむのが青春だって私は思うわ。
Someone in the comments has already gotten, like, said that they finished Hibiki's route and were no longer going to accept any Hibiki slander or they would virtually kick my ass. First off, I will stop talking shit about Hibiki when the game gives me reason to stop talking shit about Hibiki, which it has not. And second off, them suddenly being so attached to her, despite seemingly having a similarly negative opinion near the start, does give me one theory. Yes, she's super reckless about like enjoying the youth right here and right now. Fuck the future. Because she's trying to escape reality. We know that her father is apparently very strict, so her father has probably set up something after she's done with high school already that she has a no fucking say in or something. So she's trying to escape reality by just irresponsibly spending the time that she has free the way, however she fucking can. Like, that's the theory I have now after seeing that reaction.
そうっすね。若者の特権っす。将来のことって考えても私はピンとこないな。
Future always weighed heavily on my mind. Strongly believed in becoming as independent as possible. It's hard to believe that a guy like Lee was at a youth collective. His whole mission was to have fun and live in the moment.
私は同じことのように感じます。今を楽しむことと将来を考えること、それはつながってるんじゃないかって。
私も鹿島の意見に賛成。日々の積み重ねが未来に変わる。稽古と同じね。
真面目な話になっちゃってるっす。ダメよ、もっと中身のない話をしましょう。
Again, trying to immediately escape from the future talk. She is attempting to escape reality. Something's going on with her!
時間の無駄遣いこそ青春よ。 中身のない話ってどんなのかな？
Alright, this is your time to shine, Hiragi.
雑学トーク。しおりってそういうの詳しいの？詳しいというか、好きではありますが。
By all means, share some of your trivial trivia with us.
では、少しだけ。
Hiragi's eyes shifted to the
当
table.
の先輩、ここのお店のサラダは厨房で切って提供しているものですか？
No, we wash and plate pre-made salads in advance.
なるほど。
普通に美味しいけど、それがどうかしたの？
野菜をカットすると、ビタミンなどの栄養素が切り口から出てしまいます。さらに、水にさらすことで、ほぼすべての栄養素が切り口から流れ出てしまいます。
は？
つまり、今カイドウ先輩が食べているサラダですが、限りなく栄養価の少ない、いわゆる残りカスということになりますね。以上です。ためになる雑学だったっす。
I mean, technically, yeah, in this case. Like, if you think, like, oh, I'm gonna pay attention to my nutrition, I'm gonna eat these salads in this restaurant. Nah. You just fucked up.
私はいつも包丁で切って出してるよ。
体にいいと思ってたくさん食べてたのに、お肌の調子も良かったのにな。
Don't worry. You're not putting on any weight from like, clearly. The muscle mass of anything. I've never seen Kaido so depressed before. I should suggest we change how we prepare our salads to the manager.
そんなの気にしなくて大丈夫よ。ナギは十分綺麗だし、可愛いじゃない。
ありがとう。
カイドウ先輩、乙女っすね。
うるさいな。慣れてないの。
お楽しみいただけましたか？
Can we get something a little more lighthearted, please?
ソフト。わかりまし
I
た。
mean, that wasn't even that bad. That was genuinely good advice, if anything. Like, like, clearly, Nagi was just going to eat more of those salads because, like, oh, they're healthy. No, no. They're not as healthy as you think. Try to eat freshly made salads.
ファミレスのメニュー表は漫画の小回りと同じで Z 型に視線誘導されるよう作られています。左上はおすすめや利率の高いメニューなので、そこを避けると元が取りやすいでしょう。
That's obstruction of business! Today's club activities went on without a hitch, and we were on our way home.
ちー。
Hida continued to point her intense gaze in my direction. She'd been acting this way for a while now. So, my underclassman,
何ですか、東野先輩。
could you stop staring at me?
そうですね。
You trust me that little?
東野先輩はそういう人じゃないって分かってはいるんです。それでも
Need to find a way for her to trust me more. Hey, Hida, can I ask you something?
何でしょうか。
Why did you decide to become a VTuber? You don't have to tell me if you don't want to.
話したくないわけではないです。人に話したことがないので、どう話していいのかわからなくて。
You can tell me about it whenever you feel, whatever way you like.
では、少しずつですが、私が最初にバーチャルの世界に興味を持ったのは、小学生の頃でした。当時はバーチャルキャラクターが世に出始めた時期です。いろんなキャラクターが生まれました。
When was, like, the initial VTuber boom? ...2015, apparently. Always used to game. The digital trend originated in Japan in the mid-2010s. It has become an international online phenomenon, and yeah. So let's say late 2016. And let's say she's right on the average. The average is apparently between 5 and 10. So let's say she was 8. She was 8 in 2016. So she is 16 here. Which makes everyone else 17. Yeah, that does actually line up. It does line up. Oops, that's not what I fucking wanted first.
私は彼女たちが作る世界に夢中になったんです。
Good luck, you did that early on.
両親が VR の研究に関する仕事をしていまして、機材が家にあったので、興味を持ちやすい環境だったというのはあると思います。
Oh, that makes sense. That explains why you're so good at using computers.
昔から機材には慣れ親しんでいましたから、機材の基本的な使い方はすぐに覚えました。いつか自分でバーチャルキャラクターを作りたいって考えていたんです。あの時の私には諦められない思いがありましたから。
Really? Wish you couldn't give up on.
しばらくしてバーチャルキャラクターたちが YouTube で一斉にデビューを始めたんです。
Sam, I decided to give it a try too.
本当は自分の力だけでチャンネルを運営できるようになってからと思っていました。ですが、もうこれ以上乗り遅れるわけにはいきません。仕方なく両親を頼りました。
Reluctantly.
私、両親のことがあまり好きではないんです。
He just immediately grabs by his shoulder. I know the feeling!
父も母も仕事に夢中で、私にはいい子でいてねと言うばかりの人たちです。小さな頃は両親に迷惑をかけないようにしようと、両親の言葉にずっと従ってきました。そうするのが一番楽な方法でしたから。
There's so many follow-up questions I wanted to ask. However, this wasn't the right time. She needed to tell me in her own way how she felt when she felt comfortable doing so.
成長するにつれて、私と両親のコミュニケーションは少なくなっていきました。お互いに無関心というか、面倒のないように過ごしてきたんです。今ではほとんど話をしません。連絡がない日も珍しくないです。
See? I can understand why you aren't fond of your parents. Please continue.
バーチャル YouTuber を始めるにあたって、準備するものがたくさんあります。機材、3D モデル、撮影環境。私のような学生では、自力で全てを用意するのは難しいです。
And that's when you reached out to your parents.
そうです。仕事の関係で、その辺は融通が効いたので。その代わり、使用感や改善点を報告するという条件付きでしたけど。
Draw product reviews, you mean?
はい。おかげで私は、準備を滞りなく進めることができました。3D モデルを作るのは時間がかかりましたが。
Bet it's difficult to make one of those.
大変ですが、それ以上に私がこだわったので、バーチャル YouTuber にとって 3D モデルは最も大切なものと言えますから。
I like how idols put special emphasis on their appearance, right?
はい。やはり見た目から入る人は多いです。それからキャラ付けもですね。そこは今も研究中ではありますが。
Does that mean those ears are part of that then?
いえ、これはただの趣味です。
Oh, really?
かわいいでしょ?
Probably a result of her being too far gone as a cat lover. They were cute and they look great on Hiragi.
キャラ付けのために研究をしていたおかげで、人間観察が癖になったんです。
That's why I stare at all of us.
私の視線に気づく人は少ないのですが、遠野先輩は敏感なんですね。
I don't know if sensitive is the right way to describe it. It's more of a habit.
そうなんですか。
Guiding people's eyes and observing their reactions are a fundamental part of magic tricks. That could be how I noticed that you were watching. Anyway, we're similar in a lot of ways. I had a rocky relationship with my parents as well. Remember all the disputes we had with the new headmaster shortly before the youth collective was formed?
はい。
A lot of that was because of family drama.
そうなんですか。
Talk about a huge pain, right? So it wasn't our fault, but we dealt with the brunt of it, whether we wanted to or not. Given the situation, it wasn't something I could resolve myself.
本当、そうですね。
Yudik and I shared self-deprecating smiles. Never thought I'd be able to empathize with someone like this. Couldn't help but think maybe that's why. And that's why I was always drawn to you. Well, I wanted to talk to you at school. It's possible I sensed that we were on the same wavelength.
そこまで来ると超能力者みたいですね。
Yeah, exactly. I'm psychic.
何を言ってるんですか。遠野先輩、バカみたいです。
ダメだね! Sorry. Precious baby, though. Look at the precious baby.
Huh?
I've never seen you laugh before.
え?
That looks like a natural smile to me. You've got a wonderful smile.
何を言ってるんですか。
Why don't you act like this? Why don't you act this way in the clubroom?
無理です。そんなの。
She was blushing up a storm. She might explode if I told her how cute she looked right just now.
見ないでください。
I'm not looking all that much.
こっちを向いたらダメです。
Sure. Don't wait for me to again decide to wait until she'd calmed down. Sincerely doubt she would just go home without me.
遠野先輩。
This is why she's gonna start working part-time, because she gets to see so many different people. What is it?
相談に乗ってもらえませんか。
Advice?
はい。私の活動のことで相談したいんです。
The activities you mean as VTuber.
本当は自分の力でどうにかするべきなのですが、最近行き詰まってしまって、一人では限界があるんです。
That makes sense. Now that I know what's going on, you want my advice?
不本言いながら。
Do you want advice from an amateur like me, though?
構いません。素人目線だからこそ、問題解決の糸口につながることもあると思いますから。
Makes sense. I'll help you however I can.
いいんですか。
Why do you seem so surprised?
遠野先輩には何のメリットもないじゃないですか。
That's not true. There's some benefit me.
Huh?
Means we get to become better friends, right?
遠野先輩、バカなんですか？
You've got a pretty sharp tongue on you.
知りません。
Got a feeling we were getting closer already. That made me so incredibly happy, if only because... I wonder why.
何か言いましたか？
I was just thinking how it was hot today. How hot it was today.
全くです。どこかの先輩のせいでドキドキしてしまいましたし。
And who would do that to you?
遠野先輩、相談の件はやっぱりなしでもいいですか？
Kidding, don't get mad at me.
怒ってないです。呆れてるだけです。
With that said, you turned away and started walking. Hey, wait for
立ち
me!
ません。帰ります。お疲れ様でした。
She assumed a rather brisk pace. Was it just my imagination, or did she sound happy?
はい、お味噌汁。
Thank you. Your miso soup is delicious.
お兄ちゃん、なんかいいことあった？
No, not really.
本当に？
Have I ever lied to you?
いっぱいあるじゃん。
Oh?
兄はすぐ自分で何とかしようとしちゃうでしょ？そういうの良くない。だから困ったことがあったら相談してね。
I get it. Since Hiroge and Ritsu were in the same school year, I imagine you would feel more comfortable dealing with someone of the same age and gender. But there might come a time when I would need to come to Ritsu for her help.
駆け抜け青春スパーキング。
I think there's like a hair poking into my nose slightly. Spotted Hiragi from behind the school gate. Hey, Hiragi.
おはようございます、遠野先輩。おはよう、しおりちゃん。遠野先輩、ちょっといいですか？
Hiragi glance over at Ritsu. Oh, now I get it. Ritsu, Hiragi and I are going to stop by the staff room real quick, so can you out to the club room?
私も一緒に行くよ。
Ask some nor other about rules over summer break and a bunch else apparently. Higanagi and I have got this.
そっか、しおりちゃん副部長さんだもんね。
Nice idea. Brutal.
またその口癖やめてって言ってるのに。
Right, I get it.
適当に返事してるし。もう。
Anyway, we're taking off. Pass the message on to everyone else for us. Is there something you wanted to talk about?
相談、部活が終わった後にお願いします。
Sure, does that mean we're walking home again together today?
そうですね。
Hey, hold on. Why do you look kind of upset now?
そんな顔はしてません。
Nah, she definitely did.
私は一人でいるのが好きなんです。
Even so, it's not good to be alone all the time.
今は少し賑やかすぎます。
You don't hate it though. Feels very honest. Nah, maybe just shy. Anyways, after the club meeting, right? I'll come up with a reason to stick around.
そうしましょう。ゆう、ねえねえ、ゆうは何したい？
Oh, where's this coming from?
夏祭りの屋台よ。焼きそば、唐揚げ、イカ焼き、りんご飴。美味しそうなのいっぱいで食べきれないわ。
Listed off nothing but food.
食は三大欲求の一つなんだから当然でしょ。
So not some girls worried about. Still, I would totally make fun of her if she happened to get seaweed in her teeth.
お祭りの花火は海の方からあげるようですね。私、去年は家から花火見てました。自分はすっかり忘れてたっす。
家に引きこもってゲームしてた。外に出ると女子怖い。
I was probably at work. What about you, Hiragi?
私は家でネットしてました。夏休みなんだからもっと外に出なさいよ。
夏休みだからこそ家にいるんだろ？
気持ちを前向きにしないと青春できないわよ。前向きですか。ほら、屋台って食べ物だけじゃないでしょ。射的とかスーパーボールすくいとか遊べる屋台もあるじゃない。
それから型抜きとかくじ引きとか。
金魚すくいや水風船釣りもありますよね。そうそう、ああいうのも楽しいじゃない。そういえば屋台のくじを全部買うっていう企画で動画を撮った YouTuber もいましたね。全部？あの日も何本あるのよ。確かその時は200本くらいだったかと。
Oh, that reminds me, I actually have a week holiday at the end of November, which is also when the fucking Christmas market is gonna happen in town, and you bet your ass I'm gonna spend like $30 on the fucking lottery there.
結果はどうなったの？
当たりくじは入ってなかったそうです。何それ、詐欺じゃない。店主はいろいろ言い訳してましたけど、最終的には景品渡してましたね。
And imagine the whole point of those stalls was mostly for the experience. But it would be bad if there was no winning lot.
私は花火が楽しみですね。今年の花火はちょっと力入れてるんだって商店街でそう聞いたわ。花火って言えばしおりんがジンクスっぽいこと言ってましたけど。
Shiori was startled the second Shiorin's name came up.
あれって本当なんすかね。さあ、どうかしら。そもそもああいうのって根拠のないものでしょ。でも何のきっかけもなく噂や言い伝えが生まれるかな。
To be fair, if during a firework like that, staring up at it, you take someone's hand and they don't just like just pull away, just like reciprocate the hand holding, there is likely something going on between you two.
八百屋のおばちゃんも夏祭りに由来があるって言ってたわね。では由来を調べてみると面白いのではないでしょうか。確かに面白そうね、それ。どうやって調べるんすか？ネットの海には何でもあるって言うじゃない。現代社会のテクノロジーを駆使しましょう。私ですか。
Would you be the best person to look into this kind of thing?
当の先輩がそう言うなら。
Put the computer and tapped away at the keyboard.
どう？何か出てきた？こんなブログが出てきました。
She looked at the screen. I looked at the screen to find a cute-looking web page.
5年前のものですね。タイトルはおまじないの行方。今日は憧れの先輩と一緒に夏祭り、噂のおまじないを試してみました。勇気を出して先輩の手を握って花火を見ながら好きですって3回思い浮かべてみたの。そうしたら先輩が私に付き合ってくれって言ってくれました。元ネタになりそうなおまじないはあったってことかしら。そうみたいね。何照れてるのよ、ナギ。照れてない。
女子と付き合うなんて、この男正気か。
This guy went out with a girl because he's sane. It might be a different story for someone who has zero interest in dating, but touting this guy's sanity seems to be a bit of a stretch. There's no way I could ever do what he did though.
ゲセヌ。
そもそもなんすけど、二人っきりで花火に行って手をつなぐような関係なら告白は時間の問題だったんじゃないすか？そうですね。この時点でお二人の関係はかなり親密なものに感じられます。それでも後押しは欲しいものなのではないでしょうか。どれだけ自信があっても積み重ねがあっても成功するとは限りません。不安が消えることは絶対にありませんから。しおりちゃん、何かあった？あ、その。
Wow, nothing that's for me, Iragi. She's looking into more rumors like these.
はい。
Did my best to get us back on topic.
当の先輩、ナイスフォローっす。
And it hadn't gone unnoticed. Feign ignorance, feign death.
他にはこの辺りでしょうか。
Hold on. I need a picture example to replicate it properly. Does about cover it? Feign death? I don't know if that came across correctly. I was trying to copy the Yamcha death pose. Gotta be careful to accidentally press on the fucking tab where to play the fucking live twin dual field music again, because yes, I just have this tab open.
どれどれ？って何これ？風見市の伝承を紹介するサイトです。その中の一つに恋愛に関する言い伝えがあるんです。どのようなお話なのでしょう？今表示します。これです。
Everyone focuses on a monitor. This is a full record from 100 years ago?
ってことは明治時代か大正時代ってところね。
夏祭り自体が結婚を祝う場が由来のようです。そこから少しずつ形が変わって恋愛関連の話になっていったのでしょうね。しおりんさんのジンクスと合っているような、間違っているような。適当でいいのよ、そんなの。人の噂なんて当てにならないって言うし。 そういうものでしょうか。なら今から作っちゃえばいいのよ。伝説っすか？伝承や言い伝えより効果ありそうじゃない。わかるっす。伝説の方が優勝感あるっす。
What did you mean by that exactly?
そういうわけでしおりんに夏祭りレビュー動画を改めてお願いしてみましょう。
It's not just at your beck and call, brother.
ここから始まるのよ。風見市の伝説の夏祭
I don't know.
りがね。わかりました。伝えておきます。
I should decide to accept.
しおりんの夏祭りレビュー動画楽しみすぎて高まるっす。でも大丈夫なのかな。
What do you mean?
しおりんさんどこに住んでるの？遠くだったら大変じゃない？問題ないと思います。多分。それじゃあしおりよろしくね。
Really okay with all this?
はい。むしろ動画のネタができてありがたいです。
I promised to give Hiragi advice while we walked home together.
最近ネタ切れ感があったので助かります。
I bet it's difficult to constantly come up with new ideas.
毎日の献立並みに辛いです。
You rank those the same? Why'd you cook for yourself?
はい。両親はほぼ家にいませんので。
I knew they didn't speak often, but was that bad? It must be rough.
もう慣れました。
I relied on Ritsu, but Hiragi had nobody to depend on. Just how lonely must that have been for her?
遠野先輩。ありがとうございました。
For what?
部室でフォローしていただいたことです。
She noticed. Oh, did I do something special?
バレてるのに白を切ると余計かっこ悪いのでは？
I think so, huh? I'm obviously gonna back you up when you're in trouble, especially now that I know your secret and agreed to work with you.
そういうものでしょうか。
Yeah, it really was.
すみません。あんなはずではなかったんです。今まではしおりんとしての活動に関係する単語を聞いても平気だったのですが、どうも意識してしまって。
Bothers you that much? I won't tell you how to feel about it, but you need to take it easy, otherwise you're gonna get crushed under the pressure.
それは分かっています。
Never talked about this with anyone before, right?
え？
That's true that it's not healthy to bottle everything up. There was some that experienced firsthand. We could more or less understand how she felt. Ritsu there for me, after all. There are, of course, things I can't talk to her about, but venting those feelings does help. That's how it is, if you ask me.
私には経験がないので分かりません。
You could talk to me, couldn't you?
そんなことを言われても困ります。
Doesn't matter what you have to talk about. Could even be about what to eat for dinner tonight.
そんなことを遠野先輩に相談してどうなるんですか？
Well, then couldn't you make some I like to eat? Maybe you could bring me a lunchbox with just that to club the next day.
食べたいんですか？
Well, yeah, of course, I'd eat anything you made for me.
先輩にはリツが作ってくれるのがあるじゃないですか。
That's one thing, there's another.
遠野先輩、欲張りなんですね。
Yeah, money and meals are important.
そうですか。
Well, it's fine as long as you get used to it eventually, right?
遠野先輩はどうしてこんなにも私に協力してくれるんですか？
Because I know how hard you've been trying. There's no way I could know about everything going on in your life. But I could tell you're going above and beyond. Going at all of this alone. There's no way I could ignore you after learning something like that.
ありがとうございます。
Your face is bright red. The reaction only made me feel embarrassed.
遠野先輩、明日はお時間ありますか？
I'm free after work tomorrow. Why?
では、私の家に来てください。
Huh?
さっき何でも話せって言ったじゃないですか。
I did, but I never expected her to invite me over to her house.
やっぱり嫌でしたか？
No, it's not like that. I just assumed you'd want to talk about this stuff during club meetings or on our way home.
はあ。
Which is why I didn't expect you to invite me to your house spur of the moment.
外では話せないことが多いだけです。
That makes sense. Actually, are you sure it's okay for me to come over?
大丈夫です。親は仕事でいませんから。
Wow. What she just said ranked as one of the top lines you'd want to hear from a girl.
どうかしましたか？
Nothing at all.
そうですか。面白い顔をしていたので。
I was born with this face, darn it. Her subtle comment hit me right where it hurts. Even so, she was clearly having fun. Alright, I'll let you know when I'm off of
わかり
work.
ました。ではまた明日。お疲れ様でした。
Yeah. I split up with Hiragi. Even though we didn't have a club meeting tomorrow, we'll get to see her regardless. So I'm kind of excited. Man, why am I so happy about this?
Kakenuke Seishun,スパーキング。
This is outside of my fucking estimations. Still only 2 o'clock, huh? Shift didn't end left until later this evening. Time normally passes quickly, but I felt incredibly slow today.
遠野チーフ。さっきから時計をチラチラ見てますね。
遠野くんが仕事に集中してないなんて珍しいね。
わかりました。私、ピンときました。きっとこの後、デートなんですよ。
遠野くんが？
この前、女の子いっぱい連れて店に来たじゃないですか。あの中の誰かとデートですよ。
遠野くん、給料より女の子を選ぶかな？
人はお金より恋に生きるんですよ。
でも、遠野くんだよ。時給の鬼と言われた遠野くんが恋に生きるなんて考えられないな。
店長も恋したらいいじゃないですか。
恋はしてるよ。ガチ恋勢だよ僕は。
Now we're being awfully rowdy back there. Manager, I'm gonna restock the back, then go on my break.
ああ、ごゆっくり。
It's finally over. Normally a 6-hour shift would have been a breeze. It never felt like the longest shift to date. It'd be rude of me to show up empty-handed, right? There's some name brand pudding from the convenience store would suffice. Oh, but before that, I had to let Hiragi know I was on my way over. And then sent her a message over Len. Why was you responding
2
fast?
階の奥の部屋です。
She's okay with me just walking into her house? That's pretty careless. Need to remind her to lock her front door. Alright, let's go in. I'm going in. Unsurprisingly, per Hiragi's message, the front door was left unlocked. I went up to the second floor and looked for a room further back. Thought I heard a cat meow. Was it my imagination? No, it's not. Hiragi, I'm here. Pure white skin. Those gently sloping curves and soft supple skin. It wasn't the sort of beauty you'd find on a man's body. Black, huh?
先輩、もう来ちゃったんですか？
I mean, the front door was open and you told me to come up here.
こんなに早く来るなんて思わなくて。
Even though I knew I shouldn't look. I couldn't help but stare. She was wearing surprisingly mature looking underwear.
何じっと見てるんですか？エッチですか？変態ですか？
Yeah, that's a better face to use. So some of the people are going to click on it just for the face. Some people are fucking weird like that. Sorry, as a man, it was my first instinct to apologize for putting us in this situation.
ひとまず出てください。
Oh, yeah, I should. I did an about face and left the room. At least I thought that I should, but my body wouldn't move.
どうしてこっちを見たまま下がるんですか？
No reason. Nah, please stop looking at me like that.
では、早く出て行ってください。
Need to leave for the real this time. Otherwise, Hiragi was gonna hate my guts until the end of time. Ah!
こら、ミント。くしゃー。
Cat called Mint was down by my feet. Hey, ow! Jumped at me out of nowhere and bared its claws. I was so surprised that I lost my balance. Whoa, 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 whoa!
フィグ画面ですよ。
Where's the opacity slider? The opacity is already full! I hate that. If there's opacity slider, make the maxed out option actually you can't see through it. A little softness in both my hands. A little soft warm texture practically clung to my fingers. And wickedly gave them a rub.
何をしてるんですか？
This is an accident.
どうしておっぱいとお尻を揉んでるんですか？
Right, she says, what are you doing first? Then why are you rubbing my boobs and boob and butt? You've gone over on. I'm trying to get away.
だからど
Like
う
I
して揉
said,
むんで
why
す
are
か？
you rubbing them? I'm not rubbing. I'm only trying to move away. No matter how you slice it, my hands were not where they should have been. Why were they caught on Hidagi's underwear? I'll move him, so just stop wiggling. Putting my hands away was my top priority, followed by the rest of my body. Breathing was so seductive. It tickles, she says. Sorry, hang in there a little longer. Slightest shift of my head made her quiver. Hidagi, you're too sensitive. You still haven't moved, Shiori says. Just another second. Or so I said, but I hadn't pulled free whatsoever yet. I mostly said it to give her some peace of mind. Oh no, you're so close, Shiori says. Hang in there a second until I get my hand free.
そんなところ
Please don't look at me there, Shiori says. I get it, I won't look. Okay, I'll actually try not to now.
先輩の指が
I'll pull away fearfully. Nobody's ever
Kakenuke
seen me like
見られたこと
this before,
ないの。
Shiori says. I'm begging you, please stop. Everything she had said was driving me insane. No, it's giving me shivers, Shiori says. Hang in there a little more.
そんなところ触っちゃ
This was testament to 40 way too much. Wouldn't it be weird if I didn't react this much?
遠野先輩
Oh no, your breath
息が
tickles.
くす
Sorry.
今すぐ
Please
呼吸
stop
をやめてください
breathing right now. Do you want me to die? Please don't talk, Shiori says. Time to focus. I did my best to avoid simulating Hidagi as much as possible. What?
わざとやっ
Are
て
you
ま
sure
せん
you're
か？
not doing this on purpose? Shiori says. I'm not, I'm just nervous.
遠野先輩が
Why are
緊
you
張するんで
nervous,
すか？
Tono? Come on, I'm this close to a girl, of course I'm nervous.
そうなんですか？
Shiori says.
私
I don't
女
think I have
性
an
らしさ
especially
に乏
feminine
しい
figure.
体つきを
You're
していると思う
plenty
のです
feminine.
が
Like hell there's any men who are so soft and smell so nice. What are you saying? You really are a pervert, Shiori says.
やっぱり変態
Hey,
ですか？
stop moving, come on, stay still.
こんなの
It's so embarrassing, I could die.
恥ず
I
かしくて
went
死んじゃい
lax.
そうです。
Pull away a little more like this. My unsteady stance was part of it, but my biggest roadblock was... Why she smells so sweet? I want to stay like this forever. That thought briefly popped into my head before fading away.
先輩
Well, that been an accident, but I couldn't do this. I didn't have that sort of relationship. A little more? Alright, I got free. Hidagi, are you alright? I'm not alright. You're not hurt, though. Hidagi?
いつまで見ているつもりですか？
I can at least do this now.
早く外に出ていてください。
Oh, hey, that's a cute casual outfit. We've already seen it, I think. Stupid. Awkward. I was already nervous about going into a girl's room for the first time, and now look what happened. That was the issue of what to talk about.
記憶は
Huh?
人間どれだけの衝撃を頭に受ければ記憶を失うのでしょうか？
Scary!
冗談です。
Sure as hell doesn't sound like that. Like you're kidding when you make a face like that. You could only hope she didn't try to use a computer mouse as a blunt weapon.
私は家に入ってきてもいいと確かに言いました。ただノックもせずにドアを開けていいとは一言も言ってません。
I'm sorry.
まあでもちゃんと伝えていなかったのは私の落ち度です。先輩が全部悪いというわけでもありませんし、事故ということにしましょう。
This really was my bad. I'm sorry.
もういいです。謝られると私も困ります。
Okay, I won't apologize for it then.
まあいいですけど。
So she said, yet she still seemed satisfied.
おいで、ミント。
That cat yours?
はい。世界一可愛いうちの子、ミントです。ダメでしょ、急に飛びかかったら。
Cat happily nuzzled its small head against Yogi's hand. That explains why you're so good with those strays.
その子の性格にもよりますが、基本は同じです。
Come here. She's coming to me.
うちの家族以外の人には全然慣れてないんです。
They would let me pet it eventually.
当の先輩も猫好きって言ってましたね。
Yeah, cats are cute. As I have no choice but to buy some churu as a gift the next time around. Oh, right, I brought you something. Hiragi here.
何ですか？
Pudding, I thought it would be rude to come empty-handed. It was nothing special, but I thought we could eat some of it together.
ありがとうございます。
You want to eat it later, I'll stick it in the fridge.
いえ、すぐ食べてしまいましょう。食べながら相談もできますし。
You got it. Peeled off the lid. Delicious. That is great.
確かに美味しいです。
Guess you can't take convenience store pudding lightly.
最近のコンビニスイーツは高級志向ですからね。
There are a bunch of flavors, but I've got no idea of theirs. But I've got no idea if they're as good as this one.
好みの問題になるんじゃないでしょうか。固めが好きな人もいれば、滑らか好きな人もいます。市場のリサーチと開発努力、尊敬します。
Sure, I mean dessert sales are going down too.
ファミレス業界も大変なんですね。
Order trends change dramatically depending on the season and time of day. Now that summer break, the restaurant's been packed with students and families lately.
どの業界も分析が大切ということですね。
I'm performing analysis on the YouTuber sphere too, Hiragi.
はい、もちろんです。動画の流行は足が早いので、1日や2日で賞味期限が切れてしまいます。
Huh, is that how it is?
フットワークの軽さが命です。
Well, part of your gimmick is to tell people's fortunes, right?
はい。時事ネタとして私も取り入れますが、流行っていることをやってみたとは違います。
See what you mean?
他にも、バーチャル YouTuber 向けにこういう企画もあるんです。
Hiragi showed me her phone. An amateur VTuber contest.
デビューして1年以内、チャンネル登録者数は2万人以下が対象のコンテストです。
Wow, do you get some kind of prize if you win?
事務所に所属できたり、企業から案件をもらえたりするみたいですね。
That will get your name out there, right? The more famous you became, the more fans you would gain. Meaning her current channel would have a chance to grow even more. By the way,
はい。
Bibland, how profitable is this? I've seen that top YouTubers brought in hundreds of millions of yen per year. But I didn't know if that applied to the virtual ones.
そうですね。あくまでトップの数字から想像ですが、これくらいかと。
Ah, seriously? Well, some I couldn't even reach at my current hourly wage, even if I worked year round with no days off.
一種のアイドルですからね。これくらいは当然です。さらに生配信なら、ファンの方から投げ銭をもらえたりします。
Donations, like tips?
はい。競い合うように投げ銭をするファンもいます。私が見た最高額は、だいたい300万でした。
Ha! 3 million yen!
トップになると、1回の生配信でそれくらいです。
What do you mean that?
どうして敬語になるんですか？
It just happened due to how huge the sum was. If you don't mind me asking, how much have you made?
私は生配信はやりません。
Why?
トラブル防止のためです。
She shouldn't gloss over things. She couldn't gloss over things if she went live. Live streaming certainly came with a degree of risk when you consider the worst case scenario.
動画のみ、占いというコンテンツだけで続けることに、そろそろ限界を感じています。ですが、何をするのが正解なのか、この数ヶ月間、ずっと悩んでいます。たくさん人を観察してきましたが、考えれば考えるほど迷ってしまって。
How about that? I explained why Hidige has been watching all of us so closely. Is that why you wanted to talk? What you wanted to talk to me about?
はい。何かいい案はないでしょうか？
So that's when you asked me, I don't really like that.
どんなことでも構いません。アイディアのきっかけがつかめればいいんです。
Anything, huh? Don't really know much about YouTubers in general. And what little I know about virtual YouTubers effectively amounted to nothing. Absolutely anything won't really work, will it?
はい。チャンネルの方向性は大切ですから。
Yeah, if you frantically change the kind of content you do on a daily fucking basis, YouTube's all algorithm says fuck you. Like, quite frankly, even just like if you make a bunch of videos on one singular game in a row and then you swap to another, technically the fucking algorithm just says fuck you. That's why a lot of YouTubers tend to that make variety content on the bigger side, on the biggest sphere, have multiple channels. Where like the one is for fucking gaming or whatever, the other is for fucking podcasts. Like some even go like, oh yeah, go for this game, go to this one. For that game, go to that one. Like example of that is fucking Tulok, who has the fucking D&D channel. Now has a fucking like then he has the fucking Tulok and Mango channel, which is mostly fucking, which is essentially all Elden Ring now. He made a fucking Magic the Gathering channel now for building commander decks, and he also has just Tulok Time, which is just variety gaming. Which variety gaming is okay if you like just go okay every video is a different game, then YouTube will just kind of accept it as variety gaming channel and just put it in the algorithm anyway. The issue is when you make multiple videos on the same thing and then change it, then YouTube is suddenly like, oh, that's not the usual content for this guy's audience. Better not recommend this. It's cringe.
今まで私が作ってきたしおりんというキャラを守りつつ、新しいものにつなげていかないといけません。
What if you added more variations on fortune telling?
それはもうやってます。時間がかかるんです。
Why?
しっかりと占いの方法を覚えてからじゃないと。
Like it'll be doing the fortune telling itself live on screen, right?
それでも適当にやるわけにはいきません。
Talk about Ernest. No, it's just how serious she was.
適当にやればどこかに必ずほころびが生まれます。そして視聴者はそのほころびを見逃しません。一度火がつけば大炎上です。今の私では跡形もなく燃え尽きてしまいます。
Incredible, Hiragi. And tell us, use your. It wasn't a game to you.
普通です。これくらい。
Alright, guess I'll have to really put my back into it.
最初から入れておいてください。腰抜けじゃ困ります。
Come on, relax.
腰が入ってなければ腰抜けです。腰なしですね。
Yeah, an awfully sharp tongue.
それで本腰を入れると言いましたけど、具体的には何をするんでしょうか。
We should do some research first. I'll look around to get a bigger grasp of current trends and then clear the relevant materials.
それではいつもと同じです。
Well, two brains is certainly better than one, right?
そうですけど。
Anyways, let's give it a shot.
わかりました。ではまず基本的なことから手短に教えます。
Get the general gist. It was on one thing to chase trends and another to avoid looking like a total tryhard. Maintaining that balance was ridiculously difficult. I guess the most important thing you need to focus on is maintaining Shioden's personality.
ですね。外見が 3D モデルですから、声と性格は特に重要視されます。
In ways, it's just as important as the character as a whole. She would never succeed if she didn't take this seriously. Going to maintain your existing framework then?
そのつもりです。
Could you try doing it for me right now?
はい。
It'll give me a better idea of what I'm working with if I can see a perform in person.
です。
Huh?
ですから、恥ずかしいので嫌です。
I was blushing or crazy. What the heck? This was making my heart race.
東野先輩、エッチです。
Why?
知りません。
I wasn't trying to be one.
無意識にエッチなんですか？
Please, stop calling me a perv. She wasn't wrong, though.
とにかく、路線はそのままです。追加はあっても変更はありません。
I hear loud and clear. Think. At least some she could do that would be hit while matching Shioden's character. Let me see.
うまくまとまりませんね。
Yeah, even after a heated debate, we still came up empty. It's getting late.
そろそろ終わりにしないといけませんね。
He'd still tell me a new one if I'm out too late, so I'd better head out.
はい、また日を改めましょう。
Let's figure that out now. When's a good time for you?
明日じゃないんですか？
Right. She was being super assertive.
明日は部活もありますし、帰り道でお話できれば。
Yeah, you got it.
では、お願いします。
In that case, can I assume I was at least a little helpful today?
少しだけですが。
I see.
ミント、お腹すいたね。ご飯にしよう。
Pretty on myself. What is it?
いえ、なんでもないです。お疲れ様でした。また明日。
Wow, when did I get this so late? To see so many sides to Hideki today. Not only did she blush, but she got angry and embarrassed around me. Not to mention, I got to bask in her sweet fragrance and soft warmth. She was so slender yet so soft. Okay, I had no reason not to trust him, for once at least. Hey, that's not what I should focus on. Hideki's aspirations are my ambitions. Them are particularly simple. I wanted to be of help to her. I wanted those earnest feelings to take shape. I followed the path home with those thoughts in my mind.
駆け抜け青春、スパーキング。
Sparking.
明日はいよいよ夏祭りね。
Happy for you. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. See you next time.
セーブですね。了解です。